This is the second part of presentation of the most important features of memoQ from my localization point of view. This time I will show filtering and sorting functions, some regular expressions, export options, and my general remark about the whole of the interface. So let's see how the ability to sort and filter string is useful for me. This feature helps to display, for example, all the strings with the same term and to grasp the context and meaning more easily. So, for example, in the beginning of this translation, the term commission was quite a riddle for me. However, when I displayed all the strings that contained the word commission and I read them one by one, I understand it easily. The same function allows me to sort the strings, for example, from the longest to shortest, and deal with the longest strings first without context, but I will come back to them later on and adapt them properly when I see them in context. Another feature that is very easily available in memoQ is the regex, or the regular expressions, that enables to find, for example, only the strings containing numbers. So if I want to check if the developer used consistent number formatting, I can simply input mark the regex search, and I can see all the strings with numbers and find if all of them are formatted properly. Another one of the most useful memoQ functions when it comes to regex is the regex tagger, which allows me to, for example, find and lock all the placeholders that are used in the strings by the developers, and this way I am sure that I will not destroy them. You see quite a few of them in those strings, so how can I lock them? With a simple regular expression, I can make all of these elements a tag, and when I will be translating it, the tags are inserted semi-automatically by means of shortcuts, and I know that if I miss a tag in my translation, see, for example, here I put just only one of two tags and I confirm the segment, I get a notification, a warning that tells me there is a tag missing. So I will not be missing any of them, and I will not corrupting any of them. Another feature in memoQ I just love is quite different. It is a feature that allows me to export a semi-finalized translation. Usually I call them beta versions because they are translated and proofread by me, but I always need to have my translations read by somebody else and to point out the linguistic blunders that I was not able to correct myself. And usually this is a troublesome task for somebody who is not a translator or localizer due to the file formatting, but memoQ allows me to use a bilingual 2-column RTF file. It is very easy to read. It's an RTF, so it's openable almost everywhere or on anything, and my proofreader task would be just to correct the text in Polish column, save the file, and I will be able to import it, and memoQ will show me the segments that my proofreader corrected, and I will be able to choose either my proofreader's version or mine. This is very useful when you have friends or people who can correct your mistakes, but they are not too computer savvy. They don't use CAT tools or any other specialized software. And the last thing I really like when translating and localizing files with a CAT tool is a simple homogeneous environment that encompasses all of the previously mentioned features within one interface. Have a look. It's a clear tabular view, free from any graphical distractors. And when you have a closer look, you can see that there are only strings, the support functions, and no bells and whistles. Just the data I need, the strings I need, and the information I need during the localization process. Of course, there are much more features that are used, but they are not used as often as these ones I presented. In the next videos I will try and show you some of the mentioned and some of the other features in a closer look, and really present you how the localization of your game is carried on.